Hi, in this video I will configure AWS site-to-site VPN using Openswan Linux server. And here's my topology. I will be setting up two locations. One VPC is on-prem site located at Singapore region and another VPC as a remote site located at Mumbai region. I will be using two AWS account and two VPC to simulate this project. Here's our scenario. Our company is moving its web server from Singapore on-prem data center to Amazon Cloud Services in Mumbai. To keep our data safe and private, when it travels from main office to Amazon Cloud server, we need to set it up a secure encrypted connection called site-to-site VPN. Let's discuss what are the needed to implement this project. Okay, let's discuss first about on-prem site. To set up a site-to-site VPN, I need to deploy a customer gateway at the main office. This could be a router, a firewall, or any device that is capable of VPN configuration. In this case, I will be using Openswan Linux server to simulate tunnel configuration at the on-prem site. By the way, what is this Openswan Linux server? Openswan Linux server is a widely used open source implementation of IPsec protocol for Linux. It enables the creation of VPN to securely encrypt network traffic between systems over untrusted networks such as internet. Now we're done with the discussion about the local. Now we will discuss about the remote site. In order to set up a site-to-site VPN in a remote site, first I need to deploy a virtual private gateway. A virtual private gateway is like a front door for your VPC, enabling secure encrypted communication from your server on the remote over the VPN connection. After that, I need to deploy also a customer gateway. It is responsible for initiating the IPsec VPN to the AWS VPC. It also encrypts and decrypts data. Before we begin, since it is advanced topic, I assume you're already familiar with setting up of VPC, subnet, and launching EC2 instance, and configuring an internet gateway. So I will be pre-install all the needed components before we begin the site-to-site VPN configuration. Here's the list of the tasks to be created. Follow the list and build it by your own. Now all the components are ready. Let's configure first the AWS remote side. First, we need to install a private virtual gateway. So let's get started. As you can see, I'm using the region as Mumbai and my user is AWS Tony user 1. So from your VPC, you need to create the virtual gateway. Create a virtual gateway, put a name, I will paste the name, and then create. Then make a refresh, action, then attach to the VPC, and then select the Mumbai, then attach. Next, we need to install a customer gateway. Let's create a customer gateway. Create a customer gateway. I will put a name. So for this one, we need to copy the public IP address of the local on-prem Openswan server here. So let's open that. Here's my other account, which is on Singapore, which is the local instances. Go to Openswan, and then this is the IP address you need to put in remote site. Paste, and then create customer gateway. So fresh. Let's create the site-to-site configuration in remote site. Create a site-to-site VPN. Let's put a name. Select the virtual private gateway that you created before, also the customer gateway. The routing, put it static, and then add 192.168.0.0/16, and then we will make it default. For the local and remote, I will make it 0.0.0.0, like any subnet. Create VPN connection, then refresh. While the site-to-site VPN is provisioning, let's download the Openswan configuration. I need this document to set up the site-to-site configuration for Openswan server on the local or the main office. These documents hold the actual IP addresses, configuration, and pre-shared keys needed for an on-prem customer gateway. Now, while it's still on pending, I will download the Openswan configuration. Click the Openswan, download. open this file with Note++ or Notepad. So this is how it looks like, the document. So we'll follow all the steps in local on-prem Openswan server. So let's configure the customer gateway on local. Now let's start to configure the local, the on-prem side. So as you can see now, I am on Singapore, and I can see now the on-prem Strong Swan Singapore Linux server. So first we need to do is to click on the actions, go to the networking, and then change source and destination. This one should be stop. Save. Next, we need to go to the VPC. We ensure that we have an internet. So let's go to the route table. From the route table, we need to add a route going to the internet. Click add route 0.0.0.0/0. If you want to go to the internet, go use the internet gateway and then save. We need this internet because we need to SSH one server from my PC in my home. As you can see on my left, I have the instances, and then on the right, I have this notepad that I downloaded on the remote site-to-site configuration. So we need to follow all of these steps, but what I did, I prepare already a simplified one, which so that it will be fast. I will just copy and paste. So I make it on the notepad, and then let's get started. To connect to the Openswan, you need to, I will maximize first. You need to select the Openswan server and then connect, So first step is we need to install the Openswan. Sudo su. I have a wrong spelling there. So this one should be sudo su, and then copy this and paste. Enter, and then it will install the Openswan. Then it's complete, so I will make it a little bit up so that it's easy to see. Next, we need to copy this second step, copy and then paste, enter, and then from inside, move your cursor up after the blue text, copy this, and then paste, Ctrl X, and then press Y to save, then enter. Then next, copy this to apply the command, then paste, enter. Then next, number 4, copy the command, paste, and then copy this. I can see it's already there, but I will paste it again just to make sure. Ctrl X and then press Y for yes, enter. Then number 5 is, I will copy again this, paste, enter, and then you need to enter all of this. On the left side, this is the local subnet, and the right side will be the remote subnet. So that's only the two information that I modify, and also you need to remove this auth ESP. Okay, so I remove already here, and then what I will do is I will copy this from copy, then Ctrl X, and then yes to save, and then enter. Next, we need to copy the pre-shared key. Step number 6, we need to copy the pre-shared key. Command. So let's create, press enter, and then copy all of this, then paste, and then enter, Ctrl X, Y, enter. So we're done on Openswan Linux configuration. So let's go back to the instances. Let's update the route table in local on-prem side. So go to the route table on the VPC, route table, and then click on this route table, edit route table, and then add route. So it will be going to 10.1.0.0/16 subnet. You must use the instance and then choose the Openswan Singapore and then save. Let's modify the route table in Mumbai, which is our remote site. So from our BPC, go to route table, click the route table, click the route propagation, edit route propagation, and then check. So this feature will automatically propagate the subnet. Then click save, and then when you see the route, so we have only 2 routes, and it will add this propagated route automatically. VPC for Mumbai, and then you will check the tunnel site to site connection, click this VPN ID, and then as you can see the tunnel is up. Let's now turn off the Windows firewall on remote site on Mumbai so that we are able to ping from local going to Mumbai, because without turning off the firewall, the Windows server is not replying to the ping. Select the EC2 instance and then connect RDP and then get the password, upload your key and then decrypt, and then here's the DNS. So I will open the remote desktop, I will paste it here, connect, I will copy it and then paste, then open. Yes, so go to control panel and then Windows firewall and then turn it up. Okay, close. Do the same on the local on-prem side. Turn up also the firewall. And then to check, the command is, rather than start, you put status. Oh, it's running. So now we'll test the ping. So first, what we will do, from this EC2 192.168.1.144, we'll ping the 10.1.1.188. So here, as you can see, I will ping this 10.1.1.188. Okay, so here ping 10.1.1.188, and as you can see, I was able to ping. So now I will ping from this 188 going to 192.168.1.44. So from here, ping 192.168.1.44, and see, it is working also. Also, I will ping from 10.1.1.188 going to this 192.168.1.30, which is the Openswan local IP. Let's go back. So ping 192.168.1.30. Boom. So now I confirm that the tunnel is working fine.